Hey there, future fellow weirdo of the flock. Welcome. Haha. If you were on the replay crew, up on 2 times speed from this point forward. 2 times speed. But welcome to the most offensive church this side of the universe, the party pin. And what we do here in this most amazing place, we read this great ass book. It's called God Said, because he did not fucking say that. This is God's unofficial biography as read by yours.
Truly, the Saint of Awesome, your Superstone Sage, Saint Nikki K the Great. Haha! Welcome! Clap for me, I clap for you. Welcome. Haha! Yeah. So, we are in the first part of this trilogy right now. We are in Genesis. And we are reading the story of Joe and Jacob. Now, there was a famine, and Jacob's like, go get some food. But the captain of the governor of Egypt, which is secretly Joe, is giving his brothers a hard time for selling him into slavery. It's the least they deserve because they were going to kill him. But they didn't kill him, they sold him instead. So he's giving them a hard time. Like a way hard time. He called them spies and then kept the one brother in jail so they would go get the other brother. So they went and got the other brother and they came and brought him back. And then Joe gave dude 10 times the amount of food and then set him up. Yeah, they set him up. And now, like Jake, or I'm sorry, Joe wants to keep Benjamin to be a slave because he set him up. And like, it's a whole big, like, elaborate setup. So right now they're begging for Ben to be sent back to his dad instead of remaining a slave. But Joe's like having no part of it. And I think it's mostly because he's afraid his brothers will end up killing Ben. Can't prove it, but that's what it seems like. So, if you want to know what happens from there, come this way. I have everything you need. I have cigarettes. I have coffee. I have cannabis. I have a chair with your name on it. I have cat beds and canine space. So, if that sounds interesting to you, well, actually, if that sounds like a fun, relaxing time for you while getting a story read to you, come this way. Yeah, have a seat because we are on Genesis 45. So let's find out what happens. Then Joseph could not restrain himself before all those who stood by him. He cried out, make everyone leave. So no one, so everybody left. While Joseph made himself known to his brothers, and he wept aloud and the Egyptians and the house of Pharaoh heard it. Then Joe said to his brothers, I am Joe. Is my father still alive? But his brothers could not answer him, for they were dismayed in his presence. And Joe said, Come here. I am Joseph, your brother, whom you sold into Egypt. I'm never going to let you forget that. You literally sold me. But now, do not be grieved or angry with yourselves, because actually you did me a favor. For these 2 years, the famine has been in the land, and there is still 5 years left. And God sent me before you to preserve a prosperity for you in the earth and to save your lives by great deliverance. See now, it was not you who sent me, but God. And he has made me a father to Pharaoh and a lord of all his house and a ruler throughout all the land of Egypt. Hurry, go up to my father and say, Joe lives. God has made him a lord to all Egypt. Come, do not tarry, because you will dwell in the land of Goshen, and you shall be near to me, you, you and your children's children, all of your stuff, all of your stuff. There I will provide for you, lest you and your household and all that you have come to poverty, for there are still 5 years left. And behold your eyes and the eyes of my brother Ben. See that it is my mouth that speaks to you. Okay. So you shall surely tell my father. Tell him you have seen, and hurry and bring my father down here. Then he fell on his brother Ben's neck and wept. And Ben wept on his neck. He probably has no idea who this is. Okay. Moreover, he kissed his brothers and wept over them. And after that, his brothers talked with him. Now, the report of it was heard in Pharaoh's house, saying, Joseph's brothers had come. Hey, Chris. No, we're already at the beginning. I told you at the end of this story, we're going to go to whatever it was that you said that you wanted to read, because I really had no plan. I was just reading. But the Ecclesiastes, that's what you wanted to read. So that was what we were going to read next. But I'm hoping Miss Muddy comes. Maybe Miss Muddy will come and she could be like, that's a great idea, or maybe think of something else. But as far as I know right now, we're going to Ecclesiastes, because this story is like one chapter from being done. Where am I supposed to put that thumb? I don't know. I'm mostly just kidding. Well, I mean, unless it's in a blueberry pie. then I might, no, what is it? A plum pie? I'll put my thumb in a plum pie. Maybe a warm apple pie. I don't know. I'm going to shut up. I'm going to keep reading because this is almost over. Okay. So it was told in Pharaoh's house that Joe's brothers have come. So it pleased Pharaoh. And Pharaoh said to Joe, tell your brothers to do this. Get all their shit and go to the land of Canaan. Bring your father and your household and come to me. I will give you the best of the land in Egypt, and you will eat the fat of the land. Now you are commanded, take carts out of the land for your little ones and your wives. Bring your father and come. Also, do not be concerned about your goods, for all the best of the land is yours. Then these terrible ass people did so, and Joe gave them carts according to the command of Pharaoh, and he gave them provisions for the journey. He gave all of them to each man, changes of garments, but to Ben he gave 300 pieces of silver and 5 changes of clothes. And he sent to his father 10 donkeys loaded with good things, 10 female donkeys loaded with grain and bread and shit. So he sent his brothers away, and they departed, and he said to them, do not become troubled along the way. Then they went out of Egypt and came to the land of Canaan, to Jacob their father. And they told him, Joe's still alive, he's governor. And Jacob's heart stood still, because he did not believe them. But when they told him all the words of Joe, and when he saw the carts to carry him, the spirit of Jacob their father was revived. Then he said, it is enough. Joseph, my son, is alive. I will go and see him before I die. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Okay. So that could be the end of that. That's the end of Joe's story. Then it goes back into Jacob's story. But that's the end of Joe's story right there. So maybe we could talk about what Ecclesiastes is even about, because I have no idea. I think I've only read that book one time, if I've even read it at all. Oh, is that a New Testament book? Damn it. I hate the New Testament. No, it's not. It's right here. 932. Oh, it's before the Songs of Solomon, after the Proverbs. No. Yeah. After Proverbs. Okay. So it is. The words of the preacher, son of David. When was David ever a preacher? The words of the preacher, the son of David. Oh, is it Nathan? Because Nathan was a prophet, I think, and he was the son of David. I can't prove it. But I don't know. This is interesting. So this is going to be like another fucking proverb book or psalm book. Something. That'll be okay. That should be an interesting book. And I may have only read it once. And it doesn't look like it's very long. Okay. Might be kind of long. No. It's only like 12 or no, like 12 chapters long. That's not long at all. Do you remember, Chris, when I was getting my teeth pulled and I was like freaking out about it or whatever? And I don't remember who it was, but like it's vanity of vanities. It's all vanity. And I had no fucking idea what he was talking about. That is literally the second verse of this Ecclesiastes. That's fucking insane. I had no idea. But it's still cool, I guess. I don't know. I had no idea what he was talking about, and I wish I could remember who said that. So this is going to be like another Proverbs thing. The preacher, the son of David. Yeah, but David, no, the preacher is the son of David. So it would have to be Nathan because Nathan was like a prophet. Well, then I can't read you. Yep. Nobody's come over here. And, oh, okay. Well, yeah, I couldn't remember. But this preacher, the son of David, that couldn't have been Solomon. Could it have been? Because Solomon had the ancient TED Talks. Like everybody wanted to know about Solomon. But the prophet that's always going to David is named Nathan. And David has a son named Nathan. I don't know. But it definitely was not Absalom. Or Absalom's brother. What's his fuck? That raped his sister. I don't remember his name. But Absalom killed him. But I don't remember. Man, and I love the story of David, and you would think I'd know that motherfucking story by heart. But I don't. What does Uncle Google say? But this is going to be like Proverbs, kind of, or written like that book of wisdom. Are you writing in that silly ass language you know I don't understand? Oh. What does that mean in American? I don't know. Are you speaking math to me again? I don't know. I'm mostly just fucking with you, except for I'm not, because I never know. But yeah, Solomon. Okay, so this is going to be written in the style of Solomon. But then why wouldn't they? I don't know. Oh shit. Look, here's more song lyrics. Look, to everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven. A time to be born, a time to die. Look, this is a song, literally a song. Yeah, look, that's literally a song. Look, I've been going through the Bible. I've been finding lots of song lyrics than the Bible, but this is literally a whole fucking song. I'm done with life right now. This is crazy. Sorry, I can be confusing. Yeah, but that's one of the reasons we love you, dude. Because if you can't be confusing, then what the fuck am I doing? But look, I just literally found a fucking song in the Bible, a whole shit ass song. And I wonder if the person that sings this had the same exact reaction I did right now. Like I just found a whole ass song and it was written for me. We'll just put a nice like beat behind it and we'll just sing Das Bible. Okay, so this is a whole ass song. This is a cool little book. Oh, look. For God is in heaven and you on earth. Therefore, let your words be few. Don't talk, motherfucker. Haha, don't talk. Shut the fuck up. For a dream comes through much activity, and a fool's voice is known by his many words. That's like when you're reading an article and it just wordy goes on and on and on and on. Kind of like Catholic Church. That's how you know it's bullshit. If it just goes on and on and on and doesn't say anything, kind of like Catholic Church, it's bullshit. What does this even mean? The sleep of a laboring man is sweet, whether he eats little or much, but the abundance of the rich would not permit him to sleep. Oh, that's like Trump. He like sleeps 4 or 5 hours a night. Vince McMahon, like 4 or 5 hours a night. That's all they sleep because they got so much to do. Hmm. Damn, this book is kind of brutal, but it is written kind of like a psalm or proverbs, just longer proverbs. Damn. Do not be overly righteous, nor be overly wise. Why should you destroy yourself? That's kind of what Jesus said. He wants to be with the weirdos, the people that aren't too much and the people that aren't too little, but the people who are themselves, scars and warts and all. And that's exactly what this is saying. Don't be that way. It's the king looking on the various conditions of the people. What king is it? Because obviously it has to be a son of David. So, like Hezekiah or something. Because Hezekiah was very touchy feely. Sort of, kind of. Well, yeah, no, he was. Do not be overly wicked, nor be foolish. Why should you die before your time? It is good that you grasp this, and also do not remove your hand from the other. What does that even mean? No one knows. What did this say? Hold on. Do not remove your hand from the other, for he who fears God will escape them all. Wisdom strengthens the wise more than rulers of the city. Man, this is wild. Oh, look, this is a self deletion thing. So if you feel like self deleting, this is a good thing to read. Remember, now your creators in the day of your youth, before the difficult days come and the years draw near, when you say, I have no pleasure in them, while the sun and the light, the moon and the stars are not darkened, and clouds do not return after the rain. And the day when the keepers of the house tremble, and when strong men bow down, when the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look through the windows grow dim, when the doors are shut in the streets, the sound of grinding is low. one rises up at the sound of a bird, and all the daughters of music are brought low. Also, they are afraid of the height and the terrors in the way. When the almond tree blossoms, the grasshopper is a burden, and desire fails. For man goes to his eternal home, and the mourners go about the streets. Remember your Creator before the silver cord is loose, and the golden bowl is broken, or the pitcher shattered. So it's like all this bad shit's gonna happen, but remember God. Oh, hi, baby. Look, it's Dustin. Look, I just saw you. Look, I just read the coolest shit ever. It was like, bad shit's gonna happen, but God. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool. Oh, look. Look, it says it again. Vanity of vanities, says the preacher. Yeah, but who's the preacher, though? See, it never says who the preacher is. And it's like, yeah, but Nathan was a prophet, though. Couldn't he have been a preacher? But then Hezekiah could have been a preacher, sort of. But whatever. Huh. Ooh, hold on. Fear God, keep his commandments. For this is man, for this is man's all. For God will bring every work to judgment, including every secret thing, whether it is good or evil. Dun dun dun. You know what? This might have been Azariah. But then again, Solomon, he did sit around doing nothing a lot. So maybe he did write all these books. But man, that's a lot of fucking writing. He would have had to have done nothing but write his whole kingship, right? But I don't know. But we finished the story of Joe. So we can read this Ecclesiastes starting tomorrow. But this book does seem really cool. But it also seems like, you know what? I don't even need to fucking know who wrote it. Because we know all of David's sons' names, even though it doesn't give a name. And we know for sure one of David's sons is a murderer. Another of David's sons is king. And another one of David's sons may possibly be a prophet. And it doesn't say anything about his other sons. So I don't know. Damn it, Chris. Where did you go? Where is everybody? Somebody come say hi to me. Oh shit. No, y'all don't be fighting. Get over here. Come on, Jack. Damn. No shit. Jack is being so angry. My big, beautiful, lovely boy cat. He's being so angry at the girl cats. He's like abusing them. I don't know. It's very frightening. He's like my sweet good boy, but he's chasing down the girl cats and smacking them in the face. I don't know. It's some shady shit. It's like, oh, but he's such a good boy. But he's going around smacking the girl cats. General Piggy, how are you? I can't still here, but yeah, there's a reason. It's my favorite book. My favorite book is the Songs of Solomon. Because, I'm a little bit naughty for no reason. But it, 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 it's, it's like poetry, which kind of lends credence to it might be Solomon because it's very poetic and very wise. But again, is it like Solomon's just fishing, shelling the shit out like every 5 seconds? He's like, you know what? I'm going to rate this beautiful thing. Oh, I'm going to rate this beautiful thing. I need to go over here and rate this other book real quick. I'll get back to this one book. And he makes it only 12 chapters. Hi, Adam. Welcome. I know I have the other book, and I tried to force myself to read them. I got through 5 pages, but I appreciate you letting me know that because that is a thing that I might not have known a year and a half ago. But I appreciate you and you're letting me know that. But I did try to read the other book, and the other book makes, well, it doesn't matter, but I did try to read the other book. And I do have the other book. I got it for Christmas. And I did try to read it. I attempted very hard to read it. Did. But now I'm just reading whatever book is mentioned to me from one of my subscribers. And the next book we're going into is Ecclesiastes. So if you want to stick around for some fun times and smoke some weed and cigarettes and drink some coffee and hear a story, you are welcome to stay. If not, there is a door. Don't let it hit you where the good Lord split you. I appreciate you. Dude, I'm telling you, nothing new under the sun. Well, yeah, was like, I really don't need to think about that. I don't even know why it matters who wrote it because you can pretty much guess who wrote it. It's definitely Solomon sitting out on his like terrace thing staring at the people. It's probably something like that. Yeah, it is. I was just fucking around mostly because I just want something to complain about. Yeah, that was it. That was the whole reasoning for that. Wait, hold on. And just for the record, Antichrist is anybody who doesn't believe in Christ. And if you got I don't believe in Christ from, I don't know, me reading the Old Testament, you are completely delusional, full of shit, and looking for something to complain about. And also, Antichrist is, wait, so you get it. They're kind of saying all that stuff doesn't matter. What does matter is how you treat people. The 10 Commandments can be boiled down to three things: love God, don't be a dick, and don't murder people. Literally three rules. And God broke it up into 10, and then man broke it up into a fucking bazillion different things. But it's pretty much love God, don't be a dick, and don't murder people. I don't know. I got it right, didn't I? Chris, I got it right. Look, I'm really good at this Bible stuff. I'm actually pretty great at this Bible stuff. Self taught. Look, I'm amazing. So, Chris, what's your question for me? Because we got to be quiet. General Piggy is sleeping. Even though he's not sleeping, he's there burning up to ask me questions. I know it. So I just made that up, General Piggy. I know you're not burning to ask me questions. I'm burning for you to ask me questions, but not hard ones this time. Because, again, self taught over here. I don't know everything. I just think I do. I know you said shh, but I know you got your eyes open. Kind of. But actually, I did take my medicine. Well, I kind of took, well, no, I did take my medicine, but I kind of might have taken it late. So I still got a little bit in me. So you guys could stay awake with me. Sort of. Well, no, not really, because my meds are going to kick in at any time. So, does anybody got anything? Do we want to ask Big Guy for anything? Do 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 do. This delay is such a fucking bitch. I hate this delay shit. I really hate this delay shit. Look, did you like my song that I just made up just now? Yeah. You know, earlier when I went live, I was surprised at how many people showed up. I couldn't believe it. And General Piggy, you didn't show up when people were actually here. I was so surprised. No, I'm going to start it tomorrow because tomorrow's Monday. And we finished with the story of Joe. He got reconnected to his father. So now we can move on to another book or another story. It don't much matter. Um, just you guys pick it and I'll read it. It don't matter. I've never read the Bible out of order before. Look, that guy really pissed me off. Look, I can't stop thinking about there's 88 books missing from the Bible. Man, it at least one person a year says that to me. Like, it's almost like, please be original. Like, if you're gonna be a troll, don't be a troll taking shit from the 90s and rebooting it because it's bullshit. Like, be fucking original. Like, and trolls don't know how to be original. It's like the same people that run this movie shit thinking rebooting old movies with male star characters and replacing them with a woman thinks that shit is going to be any fucking better. No. No, it's not. And troll questions are not any fucking better than that. And I apologize, but that shit made me so mad. Because I tried to read the motherfucking books. And you guys were there when I tried to read them, and they were bullshit. And they should be missing from the Bible because they don't make no goddamn sense. You can't even fucking mental gymnastic that shit into making sense. No matter how much mental gymnastics you use, that shit makes zero sense. And I'm sorry. I'm off my soapbox, but man, that shit made me so mad. Okay. There's a question I'll throw out there. C.S. Lewis and Tolkien, great friends, they both manifested their Christianity into stories. Find it really. So did the chick that wrote Harry Potter. She's a raging lunatic, but she took the Christian idea and turned it into a story. But see, that's the thing with Christianity. They turned Christianity on its head. It has fucking nothing to do with Jesus. That's why you can make it whatever you want. That's why I just made it whatever the fuck I wanted. Because it allows you to. But not a fucking thing of it has to do with Jesus. Christianity should be called Christianity because it has nothing to do with Christ. That is my own personal opinion based on the shit I've read in the Bible. But I have recently found out that it's really not supposed to have anything to do with Jesus. It is a legal defense argument. The New Testament from Jesus down. And maybe even the story of Jesus is part of a legal document. But the shit pulled together in the New Testament were all legal defenses of Paul. They they were it's a legal defense document, the New Testament. So it's easier to read. C.S. Lewis is mere Christianity remains. See, I have not read any of that stuff. Dude, if you're looking for a well-read sage, I am not it. I'm a Bible-read sage. And I read fantasy novels and shit. And 50 Shades of Grey. I read that book when I was in prison. And then I read this other book about a guy who broke out of an Australian prison and then was set free from an Indian prison. Yeah, it was a thing that happened. The whole Indian country came to defend him in Australia. It was crazy. But other than that, I've never really read anything. ECC 118. Is that what you want me to read? I just read a bunch of Ecclesiastes because I was talking shit about who it was read by or wrote by. 118. There is no remembrance of former things. I don't know what that means. No, I read it wrong, didn't I? 118. That is absolutely true, General Piggy. That is absolutely true. Like, yes. Well, and like I think everybody but the government was trying to be a good person in World War II. That's why they had no problem giving up their jewelry to make bullets. But now try to get the nation to give up their jewelry to make bullets. But you can't. You won't be able to find anybody to give up their jewelry to make bullets. But I don't know. Are we done here? General Sammy, General Sammy. Why do I keep wanting to call you that? Because Severe and them call you that. But anyway, General Piggy, Chris, are you guys ready to go to bed? Well, okay, they don't call you General Sammy, they just call you Sammy. And it gets stuck in my head. Yeah. Don't they have a sticker for you over there that says Sammy did it? Because I showed them the picture you made me. Man, my scrolling thing does not work at all. This is so cute. It's still so cute. I'm gonna send you a link, but I gotta go. Okay. Okay. DM it to me on Discord. General Piggy, are you ready to go to bed? Because I think I am ready to go to bed also. There you go. Mwah. Okay. Did you send it over to my Discord? You know what? You know what I want to do? I want to make some pudding. I wish I had pudding. I want to make pudding. It'd be so good. Okay. Well, if nobody's answering me, I am going to go ahead and say good night. So let's all give the pillow some head, put some lipstick on, put a ring on it, get it all over your face, and then give your bed sheets the best ass in the world. Yeah. Wait, I think I got it right. The pillow some head, the sheets some ass, and then have the sweetest dreams on the planet. I love you guys so much. Good night. Wait, something happened. Okay. Here we go.